Now moving on to, I think again, two of the best things about this iPad, the battery life and the software. Now the software, it started off with iPadOS 13. Right now it is upgradable to iPadOS 14, the latest version, and it's probably going to be getting iPadOS 15 as most of us know. Now I don't know how, long this thing's going to last in terms of that. It could potentially get iPadOS 16, and I really hope it does, because if this thing just came out in 2019, I hope it lasts as long as possible. Now the reason why it's a little bit iffy is because this thing has pretty much the same chipset as that, iPhone 7, the Apple A10 Fusion, and that's been out for a while. So I'm not 100% too sure what's going to happen in terms of this iPad Sense, but I really do hope Apple goes ahead and updates this thing for as long as possible, and maybe at the earliest iPadOS 15, but I think it would probably go even beyond iPadOS 15. I think it's going around like 16 or 17, hopefully. But again, we don't know. But it's still getting software updates for the time being, which that in and of itself gets a thumbs up for me for sure. But it also has that 8,827 mAh battery inside of it. And as I've mentioned before, and I've said this time and time again, iPads have some of the best battery lives on any device out there. And this is no exception. Having that type of battery life on this device just makes this thing that much better of a deal. And as I mentioned before, I mentioned this time and time again, having that type of battery life is going to future-proof yourself like crazy. And I've been in so many situations where sometimes my battery life won't last as long, or there's been issues or whatever, but almost every single time I've used an iPad, I've never complained about the battery life. I've complained about a lot of other things. The battery life tends to be not one of those issues I complain about. So that really pretty much covers up two of the main things that I love about this iPad. Again, not like the craziest best features ever, but I'm glad for the price tag that it was and it is now. It's still getting software support, and the battery life is pretty good too. So in terms of that covers that specific section up. Now